morning, Pine Grove Church and beyond. Friends, today is Good Friday. It's a day we remember the most horrifying event in all of human history, the death of the Son of God. It was an ugly, brutal death, yet Christians have embraced it as somehow good. We call it Good Friday. Seems odd that Christians would make such a big deal over someone's death. I mean, the world was a very different place on that first Good Friday. At least that's what the first Christians tell us repeatedly. They tell us things like Jesus disarmed the powers and the authorities, making a public spectacle of them, that he triumphed over them on the cross. It didn't look like it when Jesus was on the cross, but looking back, that's what they say happened. And that's what Christians believe. Now, when I drive a car, I know I can press down the accelerator and somehow it tells a computer of some sort to send a little bit more fuel and air and press it into the cylinders, and then just at the right moment a spark will happen and an explosion will take place to push down the piston, which turns some cams and shafts and cranks and gears, and eventually my tires will turn a little bit faster. Now, that's more than what some people know about how a car works, but it's a lot less than what others know about how a car works. But the wonderful thing is, even if we don't know a whole lot about how a car works, we can still benefit from it. And so it is. It's good for the community of believers. It's good for the sake of our mission together, that there are some people who think very carefully and study to understand more fully the cross and what it means and just what exactly Jesus did when he died on the cross. The Bible says even the angels look intently into these things to understand them more fully, and we should too. But more important than fully understanding is believing. To believe that somehow what happened on that first Good Friday caused an explosion of a new state of affairs. That somehow, as Jesus hung on the cross, he absorbed the full wrath of God upon himself. That he took the wrath of God that we deserved and took it himself. I mean, that reality is what changed those early believers, how they thought, how they acted, radically changed them, and still does today. And so, friends, I invite you to, on this Good Friday, take some time and read the end of the Gospels, the end of Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. Just pick one, maybe read a couple, some of those final chapters, and read again the story of Christ's death. Different eyewitness points of view, but it's the same story from each of those four Gospels. And just spend some time with that and reflect on them and remember and believe. Believe that he did it for you. Friends, till next time, stay connected, stay engaged, and check in on your neighbors.